Edelgard asked Avi if she can be in the World Pancake Championship match. You know what? Edelgard, you know what? No. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the Zenith. It is time. Preseason over. That's the wrong direction. Zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see every single moment of this title defense. Ladies, gentlemen, Chester, Dave, Toon Link, Anomaly, me, the United States Aviator. Let's kick off Season 12 of the Dawn Gone Rampa Hunger Games. It's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the top 12 people from the Season 11 finale. We have 12 folks who made it in through preseason, and we are fighting for Peko's Champion of Champions title to kick off the dozenth season of the Dawn Gone Rampa Hunger Games. And without further ado, let us introduce, starting at the top, your champion, Peko, in District 1 with Teru, the person who started off, I guess, ended off Season 10 as champion, but also continued to start off Season 11 as champion. Teru is not someone to overlook. Ibuki, trying once again to become a 3-time singles champion, along with Mitrai, who just wants his very first win. For championship gold, it would be oh so sweet. One might even say too sweet. District 3, we see Maya, former Agent of Chaos, and now she's here. She wants to show the world. Togami, also with her former Agent of Chaos. The two of them in District 3. District 4, Jack trying to get that singles title again, with Mizuki, who also started off as co-champion in Season 11. District 5 sees the Great Gozu, who has held tag team gold before, and with him Samugi, who's held singles gold before. Let's see if things change. District 6. Last season, Celeste claimed her very first title, and Seiko wants some singles gold herself, the arena's janitor. They're both in District 6, and then we move on to District 7, where we see preseason start to take form. Haru on this channel was just once, you know, just Haru, just Noir every once in a while, and then the road to AV Mania hit, and she became a phenom on this channel. Haru is here. Edelgard found her way here as well. Can she come out as champion? District 8 sees Kizzy in what was really her first experiences in the Hunger Games. She took a win, and now she's trying to do it again. Kawakami is here as well. District 9, we see Tinka. Tinka was now held tag team gold just last season. This time around, she wants to do it all by herself. Reiko is here as well. Can Reiko do it? Reiko had a fun time on the road to AV Mania. This time, she wants to hold some gold. Himiko, District 10, and this is where things get a little interesting. District 10 sees Himiko, who has told everyone that this is the year of the mage and wants to prove it. With her, the first ever World Pancake Champion, Kibo, wants another title under his belt, wants that Champion of Champions title. Setsuna, one half of your tag team Agents of Chaos, is here, with Jotaro, surprisingly enough, right next to her. Jotaro could walk out of this one as a double champion. Don't forget about that. And then we see Sonia, our current singles Agent of Chaos, with Daisaku, former, not just last season, but like 2 seasons ago, former singles Agent of Chaos himself. Very chaotic district there in 12 and in District 3. But don't forget, as you bring me back to me, clap, Sonia could cause the first ever Chaos transferal. That is something we have yet to see. It's something that becomes a little bit more likely now that the Agent of Chaos rules have changed ever so slightly. However, we've never seen it happen, and thus I have to ask you guys in the comments, pick 'em. Is this a premiere? It's a premiere, isn't it? It sure is. Live chat! As I hit my like column, who do you got first, second, and third? First and foremost, how are y'all doing? How do you do? on the season 12 premiere. Make your picks first, second, third. I know you've already probably made them, but I'm gonna make mine too, and we'll see whose picks I jinx. Give me Reiko for first, because about a year ago at this point, a calendar year ago, So became the first non-Danganronpa character to ever hold that title. I think from the same series, Reiko is going to make it happen again. Reiko's about to rock out and hold singles gold. For second, give me Seiko. I think she's going to get so close, but so far, third, my last of the picks, I'm going to take Mizuki. Became the second, the second character. Second non-Danganronpa character to hold that singles title. Is very difficult to do for non-Danganronpa characters because you only get the shot from winning preseason episodes or placing high in preseason episodes. And somehow, Mizuki's here again. Mizuki's here one more again. Will she do it again? I'm not sure, but we're about to find out. Those are my picks. You've made yours, and I do believe there is only one way, and one way alone, to go on. And that is to... I'm sorry? What? Okay, well this is exceptionally trippy. This is my second screen. I don't know what kind of space and temporal shenanigans are going. Asnir? Asnir? Are you in here? Are you... I gotta turn it on. Where's the freaking on button? Because I've never had it. I've never held it from this angle. Where? Here it is, the on button. Are you in here? You... Get out of there. Gosh. Freaking Asnir. Ruining my second screen. Get out of here, oh gosh! Hey, let's roll this. And finish this episode so I can see what I broke by throwing that. Hey, 2 good tosses, right? Asnir! 3. So for, rest in peace my second screen, we resimulate how many times? For Peko's Champion of Champions title. Good luck to you, Peko. Not 1 time. Not 2 times. But in her title defense at the start of the Dozenth season, we resimulate 3 times. 24 competitors. 1 shot at Peko's title. Could we see a tie? We saw it at the start of last season. I got my pin out. I got the World Pancake Championship list out. I got secret achievements out. We'll see what happens. But to see who wins this bad boy, let's scroll down, let's proceed, and we start this bad boy off with the same way we start off every episode, and that is the Horn Bears. Do your thing. Play that thing. Sound the horns. Thank you, Horn Bears, for Peko's championship, and Peko can't even remember that she's the champ right now. Actually, Peko can remember. She's trying to help somebody else. You know what? Good on you, Peko. Good on you. The Moogster runs away from the cornucopia. Mizuki finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Edelgard can't remember who she is. The champion tries to help her remember. You're royalty. You're a little bit kooky, but you're royalty. Kizzy runs away from the cornucopia. Mitarai runs away as well. Jack finds a talking Komodo dragon. In the cornucopia, the reptile says that she's Seiko. Asnir, Asnir placed a curse on her, and the only way for that curse is to be the curse is to be broken. It's for Jack to kiss her. Jack reluctantly obliges, kissing Seiko, turning her back to normal, back to reality. Kibo, Ibuki both run away from the cornucopia. Togami argues with Monokuma. Daisaku rides into the arena on a unicorn. Tenko runs away from the cornucopia. Jotaro and Teruteru fight for a bag. Teruteru actually gives up and he retreats. Reiko finds an ocarina in the cornucopia. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it, but the warm sound warms his heart and he spares Reiko Mai. Ya snatches a pair of size. Celeste refuses to fall into despair, backed by unpopular demand Himiko. She says she doesn't care if you demand it or not. It's the year of the mage and she will not be shown up. Kawakami runs away from the cornucopia. Noir takes a handful of throwing knives. Sonia runs away from the cornucopia. Gozu grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia, and Setsuna was forced to come out of the deepest pits of the underworld for this, and she is not happy. Did we have a... Was this a bloodless bloodbath? Well, I'll be. We'll proceed. Goodness gracious, that's crazy. Nope, never mind. Tsumugi is exposed to Jack's sensitivity or causing her to become more emotional. Seiko is an explorer. Yes, first of all, as an employee of Avi's Wares and Despairs, baby, prepares for the inevitable shopping raid. Mitsurai uses the seesaw effect to kill Himiko. Himiko, you perished. But hey, nobody died in the bloodbath. Jotaro receives milk supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ibuki finds the remains of a Viking ship. Peko tends to Kawakami's wounds. Daisaku, Teruteru, and Noir band together to fend off a pack of starving wolves. Celeste almost falls off the cliff, but is able to earthbend her way to safety. I didn't take her as an earthbender, but you know what? Good on you. Maya receives fresh fruit from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Edelgard asks Avi if she can be in the World Pancake Championship match. You know what? Edelgard, you know what? No. Kizzy's head matches very well with her giant robot, and you know what? Her head's real cute, so I imagine her giant robot is adorable. Setsuna and Gozu really pool their money together to hire Mizuki, an assassin, to kill Reiko and... I'm sorry, to kill Reiko, but Reiko's richer than the both of them. Pays Mizuki to kill them instead. Rest in peace to Setsuna and the great Gozu. Kibo and Tinko sitting in a tree. Kissing. Because I guess maybe Kibo doesn't count as a boy in her eyes, just counts as a hunk of metal. Who knows? Sonia uses a spell to select and touches out of Togami, which shockingly works, leaving Togami, former agent of chaos. She sucked the knowledge of being agent of chaos out of Togami. Now she's more dangerous than ever. Sonia, oh my gosh. He's dumbfounded, and she's more chaotic than ever. We'll proceed. We lost 3. Just an eighth of the competition down, as we declare the saddest of all moments for Himiko, Setsuna, Gozu. Right, I was just looking down to make sure I got that new champ alert siren ready. Peko is still going strong, and I'll tell you what, we might not even need to play it, because Peko might be more determined than ever to be the next person to retain that singles championship. Can she do it? Retaining a title is hard. Winning a title? Easy. Retaining a title? Boy. Boy, oh my gosh. However, as you see, we got Peko, Teruteru, Ibuki, Mitsurai, Maya, and Togami, the whole first row. That's usually a bad omen, but the third row is looking just as spicy with Haru, Edelgard, Kizzy, Kawakami, Tinko, and Reiko. Second row has Jack, Mizuki, Tsumugi, Celeste, and Seiko, and finally Kibo, Jotaro, Sonia, and Daisaku remain. As we proceed, are you ready? Live chat, are you ready? No, let me ask that one more time, one more again. Are you ready? Because it's time. Peko, best of luck to you. 3 gone. And less remain, however. Celeste thinks that she is the protagonist at the start of night 1. In actuality, Tsumugi's the protagonist and Celeste is the antagonist? Huh. Seiko questions her sanity and Mitsurai shoots an arrow at Edelgard but misses and kills Kawakami instead. Kawakami, no! Ibuki is plagued by a recurring nightmare. Every day, Mizuki imagines a future where she could be with Togami. Really, Mizuki? Teruteru buys a plush of Kizzy and cuddles with it. Alright. Leon Jr. Tinko is unable to sleep with start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Reiko, Jack, Sonia spend all night making a treehouse together. The end product isn't very good, but the important thing is that they worked on it together. Right? Maya throws a Molotov at Daisaku, the fire dissipates. Maya's still okay somehow. Kibo, you didn't really have to do this because October starts in like 2 days, my guy. But he's using the spirit of the Great Pumpkin and now is feeling a little bit fall festive in here. Noir receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. Jotaro was bitten by a black mamba, but Peko she has some anti-venom and is able to save Jotaro's life. That's champs helping champs. You love to see that. They're like, look, good luck out there. And Jotaro's like, I'm still coming for your title. And day 2, does he prove it? I don't know. But Tsumugi, Jack, and Togami argue for what ingredients to buy from the premier arena supermarket Avi's Wares and Despairs. Kizzy finds a bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Tinko overhears Sonia and Mitsurai talking in the distance. Peko's stronger than she appears. Togami berates Noir for hours. Noir actually thinks that she and Togami grew closer that day. I don't know why, but I feel like that's semi-in character. Jotaro fishes. Kibo drives up to Maki Donald's wants to get an ice cream, and fortunately it actually works. How lucky. Can you even eat that though, Kibo? Teru puts all of his faith into a Tua. Edelgard, Mizuki, and Celeste get into a fight. Mizuki triumphantly kills them both, saying, I'm going for round 2. Rest in peace, Celeste. Rest in peace, Edelgard. Maya steps on a Lego brick wall. Barefoot shrugs off the pain. Daisaku attempts to do a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Seiko. Seiko hates the attempt so much that she kills Daisaku with his own skateboard. Oh my! Reiko is theorizing how best to counter Avi's jinx. Ibuki doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. We lost not a ton of people, but another 4. It's a slow grind. We're down 7 people in this competition already. And thus, it's the saddest of all moments for Kawakami, Edelgard, Celeste, Daisaku. The champ is still in, the agent of chaos is still in, and 17 more people are still in? That sounds about right. Yeah, 17 more people are still in. The entirety of the first row, the champion Peko, Teru, Ibuki, Mitarai, Maya, and Togami all still in. District 4 still in completely as well. Tsumugi remains, as does Seiko. Haru's still in, Kizzy's still in, Tinko, and Reiko. Kibo, Jotaro, and Sonia comprise your top 17. There has been no new champ alert. We're just vibing today, apparently. We've only lost 7 people. Although that does bring us very close to the feast. It brings us very close to the feast, and I gotta keep that in mind. Will we see the feast the next round, though? That's the real question. Championship once again on the line. Peko's holding out strong. She's stronger than she appears, but is that strong enough to retain? Well, why don't we find out? 24 left? No, that's incorrect. 17 left of our 24 tributes. We proceed to see Maya and Tsumugi settle their dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Reiko berates Mizuki for not protecting her better. Ibuki throws a party at her shelter and invites Noir, Tinko, and Togami. The party turns sour when they all start arguing over what song should be blasted into the speaker. Sonia cuts off both of Jack's arms. Those are her scissoring arms. Why'd you do that, Sonia? Kizzy goes to love cell with Kibo. This is the You know how Sonia know that? You know how she knew that? She sucked the intelligence out of Togami. She knows all of Jack's weaknesses now. Jack, run, Jack. Kizzy goes to Love Hotel with Kibo. Jotaro finds an etch-a-sketch and shows the portrait he made for Seiko. Oh, former tag team partners too. Seiko's like, I miss you, little buddy, and kisses Jotaro on the forehead. Mitarai delivers an intense motivational speech to the champion and the former champion. Goodness gracious. The winners of the last 2 finales, Mitarai is like, I may have lost in the past, but the past is in the past. Today we make the present. Today we make history. Good luck, Mitarai. We'll proceed, and we have, not the feast yet, just day 3. Mitarai, Tsumugi, and Sonia hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. One of you is sinister, one of you is an agent of chaos, and one of you is Tsumugi. Noir sets him an ice cream stand. Togami joins as Noir's faithful assistant. Mizuki does a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Tenko. Jack, Kizzy, Seiko, and Teru talk about their hobbies. Maya tries to provide every Monochrome on the school grounds. Jotaro has drip. Reiko asks Avi if she can join the World Pancake Championship invitation. You know what, Reiko? I got you, girl. And by that I mean, no. Ibuki puts on a... I've been denying a lot of people today, jeez Louise. Ibuki puts on a pair of radical shades, says a one-liner, then puts on a second pair of radical shades on top of the first pair. Her coolness levels are so high, how high, that Kibo dies from exposure. Peko has become spherical. Spherical! We will proceed one more again. And I believe we've only lost the one. Just there at the end. Just a quick saddest of all moments for him, too. Kibo! Brings us to 16. We're doing a little slow grind here. Slow grind. Once again, the entirety of the first row. Genocide Jack, Mizuki, Tsumugi, Seiko. In fact, start playing the other music. Haru, Kizzy, Tinko, Reiko, Jotaro, Sonia. All still remain, and they have one thing on their mind. Peko's championship. The target is on her back, and with 16 people remaining, 6 more interior saving grace picks. Let's find out who walks out as champion. Goodness gracious, Togami and Sonia invites Tsumugi, Jotaro, Tinko, Reiko, Mitarai, Teru, Kizzy, and Mizuki to a party! A super kick party! Togami and Sonia hit everyone with some sweet chin music one after another all through the night. Huh. Ibuki relaxes by her fireplace. Noir, Jack, Peko, and Maya play a friendly game of Uno. Peko wins. And Seiko gets bonked on the head. Everyone's just vibing. Goodness gracious. So much, not vibing so much here, or here, or here. Okay, they stopped vibing. Tsumugi accidentally blurts out the fact that she likes the champion in a non-platonic way. Peko accepts the accidental confession wholeheartedly. Huh. Ibuki attacks Mitsurai, but Jack protects him, killing Ibuki. Mitsurai, Jack did this for you. You gotta win, man. You gotta win. You had the squad's approval on that one. You gotta win. Noir starts planting ceilings in her garden. Jotaro's trap kills Maya. Teruteru pimp slaps Reiko off of a cliff. I confuse Seiko for Hilda? How? Look. They both are great at sweeping up competition. Seiko the janitor and Hilda, very game competitor, very game fighter, warrior. They both are associated with the color pink. You know, Seiko, who's associated with Ruruka, who's associated with the color pink, and Hilda is pink? Yeah, Mizuki and Kizzy are just hanging out. Sonia commits a crime and runs away giggling. That sounds very chaotic. Tenko finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at, and Togami signs a petition to change American Yeet Ball to football. I'm sorry, to soccer. That's confusing, but I'll let it slide. We lost 3, and those 3 get a saddest of all moments as we get an unlucky 13, and a saddest of all moments 4. Ibuki, Maya, Reiko. We go on. And you know what? I think this is actually a pretty good pace for a championship episode. This is where a normal episode I'd be like, dang, we're slow grinding, but now we're building that suspense. Peko's still hanging in there as champion. Teruteru wants that title again. So does Mizuki down there. Mitsurai has been holding his own, and Togami is dumbfounded. Jack is still around trying to become a 2-time champion, so is Tsumugi. And Reiko's trying to hold that singles title for the first time. Haru and Kizzy representing themselves for their first time in seasonal action. They'll probably both be around for tag team action. But what can they do? They could walk into tag team action as singles champion. It's a possibility. Tenko is still hanging around. Jotaro trying to become a double champion, and Sonia's here trying to cause the first ever chaos transferal. So many options on the table. What will unfold? Let's find out. 13 left. Unlucky 13. Who will be unlucky at this juncture? Nobody yet. Everyone seems to just be kind of vibing again. Kizzy finds another sketch and shows Teruteru the portrait made for him. Teruteru loves it and kisses Kizzy on the forehead. Jack convinces Tsumugi to snuggle with her. Tenko sings a romantic song to Jotaro. How sweet. Mitsurai attempts to sneak into the back room of Yoko's out of his misfortunes, but gets seen by Mizuki, an employee there. That's a very strong employee. Goodness gracious. Seiko bludgeons Sonia to death with Justice Hammer 1? We haven't seen that thing in ages. Well, actually, we saw it in preseason. Togami takes power. 247 million perish. Peko wants to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. She could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Noir dies from hypothermia. You did it. You had a good run. Noir. We'll proceed. And not the feast yet, but Jack and Togami build a shelter together. Both of them have conflicting ideas on interior design. Tsumugi, Peko, and Mizuki get chased by a rampaging Tenko. Mitsurai puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing his aesthetic level tenfold, making Kizzy and Teruteru envious. Seiko's making Jotaro angry. Seiko's not gonna like Jotaro when she's angry. We'll proceed. We lost another 2. There will be no chaos transferal, at least not today, but chaos still brims in the heart of Sonia. And the saddest of all moments, brims in me for Sonia, Noir. 11? Your final 11? Your final 11. Correct? Absolutely correct. Peko has made it past the halfway point with the title still in her grasp. Teruteru looking right behind her. Mitsurai still around, so is Togami. Jack and Mizuki are the only district that's completely in besides the championship district up there. Tsumugi's still hanging in there, so is Seiko. Kizzy's still around, and Tenko is as well. And Jotaro rounds up your top 11. We are almost to saving grace pick time. We are almost near the feast. There's a lot of things that are coming to a head. And the championship, the new champ alert siren has not sounded. Could Peko? The odds are slowly going to her favor, but she's still got some work to do if she wants to remain champion. One more into your saving grace pick. Let's see if we get there. Championship on the line. We'll proceed and we will see. Teru sends Tsumugi to jail for Mew-like behavior. Fair. Peko kills Mitarai with a shovel. Mizuki grabs a mop and begins cleaning up the crime. Peko said she was willing to do whatever it takes to stay champion, and what that means is taking out Mitarai. Kizzy finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Jack the portrait she made for Jotaro? Kizzy was cheating on Jack with Jotaro the whole time? Despite Seiko's desperate begging, Togami decides to leave her campsite, and Tinko gets a hold of my soundboard and plays Samurai. Oh, that's brilliant, Tinko. That's brilliant. Cause you play this Samurai woman. And since the feast is about to pop up, there is a decent chance that we might not see or might not hear this Samurai woman. Isn't that right? Oh, that's not the feast. Maybe we won't see the feast. Seiko steals from Mizuki while she's not looking. Tsumugi somehow managed to delete Jack, Tinko, and the champion Peko from existence while saying just Tsumugi. And do you know what that means? It means, Peko, you had a good run. But for all who are left in involvement, it is a new champ alert. Peko, you had a good run. Hope you get that title back. Maybe even in tag team action, Jotaro gets his hand caught in a can of Pringles. Togami tries to become a beekeeper, but the bees aren't happy, and Kizzy teaches Teru some fighting moves. Little does Teru know that Kizzy's teaching him was wrong as a joke. Goodness gracious. We're getting low. As we proceed, 5 people perished. We lost 5. I think that brings us to our final 6. And after this last saddest of all moments, 4. Mitarai, Jack, Peko, Tinko, Togami. Peko, you did good, but today wasn't your day. But it will be one of these competitors' days. Ladies and gentlemen, we could see a repeat of what happened last time. You see who's left? You see who's left? Hey, it's your final 6. We got a lot of history that could be made here, and I'll tell you all about it as you guys make some new picks, because it might be time to make some new picks because I know I need some. It is your saving grace picks. We are at your final 6. They are Teru, who ended season 10 as champion and retained, along with Mizuki, who's also here at the start at the head of season 11. Could they potentially end up in your final 2 again? Could they tie again for the championship? Could they say second verse, same as the first? Teru and Mizuki both remain. Tsumugi, who won via Chaos Reigning in season 10, I believe, wants to do what she does best and win again. She proved herself. She really, and you know, we have to take a step back. She proved herself at AV Mania. In her match, she didn't win, but she proved herself. When it was 1v3, she made it 1v1, and do you know what she did one more time? She proved herself. And she's gonna prove herself again today by becoming a 2-time champion. Seiko, my janitor. Love her to bits. She is a strong competitor. She is a 3-time, count 'em, 3-time tag team champion, twice with Band-Aid, once with Mask On. And one of her Mask On partners here, current champion, Jotaro, is also standing proud. Interesting dynamics there. Jotaro could walk out of here with the tag team champion that he has to defend tomorrow, and the singles championship, which he won't have to defend tomorrow. He can walk out as a champion anyway. That's Jotaro's fate. It's a 1 in 6 chance that he could prove, just as of late, that he's not just all about tag team, he's just all about gold now. And lastly, Kizzy, in her very first appearance in seasonal action, could lock in Season 12 as champion. She's feeling like a half now, and she needs that title belt to become whole. These are your final 6. Who do you got? Live chat in the comments. First, second, third. Make those picks. I'm gonna make them now, and I gotta pick Seiko for first. Former member of Band-Aid, I gotta pick Seiko for first. I think she deserves a single shot, and I think today's her day. I think today is her day. I think she's gonna add to her repertoire. Now, this is also interesting. I'm gonna take Kizzy for second. I think she's got some really strong beginner's luck, and that beginner's luck ain't over yet. I think Kizzy's about to be the 3rd ever competitor, I believe, to have held the singles championship and not be a Danganronpa character. Kizzy, I'm looking at you. I think this one's all you. For 3rd, give me... I'm gonna take Jotaro. I think he's walking out as double champion. I got Jotaro. I really do. I think somehow, some way, he's changed as of late. He's become such a strong competitor. He won the tag team titles. He won the block for the tag team titles. And now he might win the singles championship. I think Jotaro's playing out of his mind recently. Maybe it's because he was pairing up with Klee, and then after the road to AV Mania started, he saw how good Klee was. And maybe that's given him a little bit of a boost. Those are my picks. I picked first, second, third. I got my reasoning there. Without further ado, we're actually at your final 6. So we do get to play a little something special. Six competitors. 1 championship. Teru, Mizuki, Samugi, Seiko, Kizzy, Jotaro, the Champion of Champions title. These 6 competitors are fighting with their whole hearts. And that heart beats with the same pulse, the same beat as that of a samurai woman. Let's do this thing. 6 competitors, 1 championship, and to see who wins it all, we must proceed to see Seiko uses some fireworks to distract the two remaining girls from the new Somnium Files game. Mizuki and Kizzy both perish via fireworks distraction. Samugi and Jotaro sing some show tunes. And Teru decided it was a good idea to nosedive a polar bear preparing for hibernation. The horror. Teru is now also out of this one. It's coming down to Seiko, Samugi, and Jotaro. Those are your final 3. Will it be Seiko the janitor? Will it be Samugster? Will it be the Moogster for a second time? Or will it be Jotaro for the first time holding that singles championship? We have to proceed because it all could end right here. And it does not. But it comes down to just two as Seiko and Jotaro and Samugi all start fighting, but Jotaro runs away as he sees his former tag team partner. They held gold together, they had good times together. Seiko takes out Samugi, stares Jotaro right in the eyes. And she looks at him. She says, "This is the end of the feast. It's you and it's me. Former buddies, former tag team partners." And she says one thing, there's a day coming up. So this is gonna end. How are we gonna end it? Who is gonna walk out on top? Who is it gonna be? Seiko, Jotaro. Live chat, what a final 2 this has come down to. Jotaro could walk out as double champion. He's got to defend those tag team titles tomorrow. But right now, he could hold both titles for a little bit less than 24 hours. Unless he retains, because that's a possibility too. But the final 2 tell an interesting story here. Seiko and Jotaro, along with the Great Gozu, formed Mask On, and together they won the tag team titles about a year and a half ago? I believe. And now, they're standing face to face in the final two. And you know what Jotaro is holding? That tag team title with another teammate. And Seiko she says in her heart of hearts, I thought we had something special. She sees something that she hasn't held since Mask on Gold. Is that enough to push her to the brink to take out a former friend? Or will Jotaro, who has been playing out of his mind recently, continue to play out of his mind and take out his former friend? Or will they tie? Or will they both perish? I'll ask you live chat, one time and one time only. Who will it be? Seiko, Jotaro. Jotaro, Seiko. Both or neither? Those are your four options. But as I proceed, only one will be the truth. Let us proceed towards the truth. To see between these former tag team partners, the one who walks out with Peko's championship is Seiko, as she silently snaps Jotaro's neck, stopping him from becoming a double champion. Seiko said, "It's finally my time. I hate to do this to you, my friend. I'll make it quick." And she cleans up today. One of the, dare I say, one of the greatest competitors in Danganronpa Hunger Games history now obtains one of the titles she was missing. As we proceed, I think it's time. We declared a terrible turnabout. And the only terrible we actually skipped Crises of Fate. That's one that we rarely skip. However, that is what we're doing today, because after this terrible turnabout for Mizuki, Kizzy, Teruteru, Samugi, Jotaro, one woman walks out as the champion of champions, and you gotta give it up for her first time holding this title. I can say it with great honor that your winner, you know her from the glory that was Band-Aid. She, Mikan, and Ibuki ran rampant through tag team action and claimed those titles twice, and when they broke up, she found Mask on. And they were able to find success as well. And maybe through her success, Jotaro learned a thing or two about teamwork, because he was able to claim tag team gold 2 more times, and when it came down to the two of them standing toe-to-toe, face-to-face, head-to-head, mano-a-mano, only one could stand out as an all-star, a future Hall of Famer, and she is your winner and new champion of champions. Seiko takes the win. Let's go, Seiko! My janitor, oh my janitor, cleaned up the competition, and in the final moment she said, "We sweeping out here." Seiko takes the win, and Seiko, congratulations, takes those titles. Always felt for Seiko's character, and now she's getting the glory that she deserves, coming out as singles champion, 3-time tag team champion, and now current champion of champions. Jotaro, you gave Seiko her toughest test yet. In the final few, she went bonkers, but did she have the heart to take out her former friend? She had to prove that to be champion, and she did just that, swiftly taking out Jotaro and claiming the champion of champions title. Let's go, Seiko. Congratulations to her. Jotaro finished 2nd, Samugi 3rd, Teruteru 4th, Kizzy in 5th, Mizuki 6th, Togami 7th, Tinko 8th, former champion Peko. Love you to bits, Peko. 9th, and rounding off your top 10 was Jack. Congratulations once again to Seiko. Big props to her, major props to her. But she's got Sonia breathing down her neck this season, no block to her name. I don't know what's gonna unfold. I gotta say, I really don't. However, we will proceed. There's everyone else, and I will say, I kind of like the pacing for this episode. It's hard to tell with these small games. Sometimes they really like stretch, and then sometimes they just end. We've had games this size that were like 20 minutes, and then we've had games this size that were like 40-ish minutes, like today. But this was a fun exercise. This is a fun showdown, and it ended with Seiko coming out as champion. Started with Mitarai taking out the Year of the Mage, but it all ended with Seiko taking out her former tag team partner, former tag team champions, current tag team champion now, Jotaro, and taking the win. Seiko is the champion. And she had 6 KOs to do it. Mizuki had 4, Samugi with 3, Mitarai with 2, everyone else with 1 or less. Seiko, once again, congratulations to you. But this is only the start of Premiere Weekend as we go back to the reaping. Seiko, oh champion, my champion, congratulations to you. To say that you deserve it, that's an understatement. You've come so close to getting this title before, but today, it was your day. Today you shine bright like a diamond, and today you are the champion of champions. Until tag team action tomorrow, we got all your teams. Not all the teams, but you know. Unfinished business. The only team that for sure hang around, that are guaranteed not to break up, are the champions and the Agents of Chaos. Trapper and Trappee, they ain't breaking up, no matter what. However, the champions that win tomorrow, they're also staying right there. What will happen? Who will win between Bloom and Gloom, Anthropology, Grand Scheme, Brute Force, Alice in Wonderland, Unhealthy Obsessions, Trapper and Trappee, Broken Braids, Titty Typhoon, The Mets, baby, Unhinged Commanders. Mizuki, you had an opportunity to become a 2-time champion, but you know what? You could still be champion tomorrow, in which case, good luck to you, Mizuki. And do you remember, and the Unhinged Commanders, I don't know if I said them, are all going to be there tomorrow. Who will win? I'm unsure. Live chat, thanks for watching. Tomorrow, Friday, hopefully I'll be there. I know there's a hurricane moving up the East Coast. If you're a part of that, stay safe. Please do. I'll be a part of it, but I don't think it's gonna hit us hard at all. Until tomorrow, stay classy. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.